It was a warm spring morning when the friends gathered in their usual spot, a quiet meadow on the edge of the enchanted forest. The sun sparkled through the trees, and the air smelled of wildflowers. But today, something felt different. As they chatted, a sudden gust of wind swept through the meadow. From somewhere deep in the forest came the sound of chimes, soft, ringing notes like music carried on the breeze. "Did you hear that?" one friend whispered. "Where is it coming from?" asked another. The wind carried the chimes again, this time clearer, almost like a melody calling them forward. "Let's find out," the friends decided. They followed the sound through twisting paths and overgrown trails until they stumbled upon a clearing they had never seen before. In the center was a garden, unlike anything they had ever imagined. The entire garden glowed faintly, as if the flowers were made of crystal. Tall stems sparkled like glass, petals shone like jewels, and the wind made them hum softly, creating the mysterious chime they had heard. "This is incredible," one friend whispered. "But why have we never seen it before?" At the heart of the garden stood a crystal fountain, and floating above was a small, glowing stone. Before they could move closer, a gentle voice spoke. "Welcome, travelers," it said. From behind the fountain stepped a graceful figure made of shimmering light, the guardian of the crystal garden. "This place is hidden from the world," the guardian explained. "It keeps the balance of life in the forest. The flowers draw energy from the sun, the rain, and the moonlight to keep nature thriving. But something is wrong." "Wrong?" the friends asked. "The heart stone," the guardian said, pointing to the glowing stone above the fountain. "It is fading. Someone has taken part of its power, and if it's not restored, the garden will wither, and the forest will follow." The friends exchanged determined looks. "We'll help. Where do we start?" The guardian handed them a map made of crystal light. "Follow the path to the Cavern of Echoes," she said. "There you will find the missing piece. But beware, the cavern is guarded by shadows." Without hesitation, the friends set off. The Cavern of Echoes. The path led them deeper into the forest, where the sunlight barely reached the ground. Strange shapes moved among the trees, and the air grew colder. Finally, they reached the cavern, a dark opening in a cliffside, glowing faintly from within. As they entered, their footsteps echoed off the walls. It felt as though the cavern itself was whispering to them. In the center of the cave lay the missing crystal piece, but circling it were shadowy creatures with glowing red eyes. "We can't fight them," one friend said nervously. "Maybe we don't need to," another suggested. "Look, they seem afraid of the light." Quickly, they gathered glowing mushrooms from the cave walls and made a circle of light around themselves. The shadows hissed and retreated. Carefully, they stepped forward and claimed the missing crystal piece. The moment they touched it, the shadows vanished like smoke in the wind, restoring the garden. They rushed back to the crystal garden as storm clouds gathered overhead. The guardian was waiting anxiously. "Place the crystal in the heartstone," she instructed. The friends climbed to the fountain and fitted the missing piece into the glowing stone. At once, the heartstone flared with brilliant light. The flowers of the garden shone brighter than ever, colors rippling through the petals like rainbows. The storm clouds broke, sunlight returned, and the entire forest seemed to breathe again. "You have restored the balance," the guardian said, smiling. "The forest owes you its life." The friends looked around in awe. It was as if the garden itself was singing in gratitude, the crystal flowers ringing like bells in the wind. "Will the garden stay hidden?" one friend asked. "Yes," the guardian replied. "Its magic must remain secret. But you will always be welcome here." As they left the garden, the friends felt proud and peaceful, knowing they had saved not just a secret place, but the life of the entire forest. And they knew, deep down, that more adventures awaited them beyond the horizon.